Good morning. Welcome to your 9 a.m. Power Yoga Flow. I'm Todd. Hope you're having a good morning. If you're watching this live right now, let's go ahead and begin our practice in Child's Pose. We'll start. Bring the big toes to touch at the back of the mat. Bring your knees wide to the edges of the mat. Sit your hips back to your heels. Let your arms just hang heavy. Don't need to be entirely straight. Let the forehead rest down on the floor. And just take a second for yourself to arrive in this space. Keeping the eyes closed. Just letting the back, body, sides of the body expand as you inhale. Coming down into this place of grounding, root, where we find security. Take a moment to start to build a foundation for yourself, just in your thoughts and in your mind. How you want to see your day go, allowing the practice to serve this place for you to practice, being in flow, being present, building awareness. Being patient through the process, and having fun along the way, allowing this to be a good experience, so looking at each part of the practice as something to experience, something to learn from. And then let's start to arrive up onto hands and knees. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders, knees just somewhere underneath the hips. Let the spine grow long. We're going to start to circle the shoulders over the hands and wrists. We're going to be here for a little minute. You can also allow this to just be a time to be organic in your movements, really just still feeling into the body, and always starting light before we get into the practice. It is power class, so we'll definitely be moving, be breathing, be doing some work, but still taking that time to start light. Circle the other way. Really starting to feel the index knuckles pressing down into the floor, thumbs pressing down, finding that engagement of the inner hands, thumb and forefinger, are your root with the hands. Keep a steady flow of breath as you move. And then let's start to turn the fingers side to side, east and west, and then rock side to side. Always good to take this time to warm up into the hands and wrists, since we spend a fair amount of time on the hands and doing a lot of pushing movements with the floor. So hitting that now. Turn the fingers back towards the knees and start to rock up and down, forward and back. Letting the heels of the hands lift off the floor, maybe bringing the thumbs up off the floor too. And just listen into the body. And this last rock back, peel the heels of the hands off the floor as you sit back, hips to heels, and bring hands to heart center. Close the eyes. If this is uncomfortable, you can always lift the hips off of the heels, align them over the knees. Just any comfortable seat for now. Close the eyes. Start to now formulate for yourself a deeper intention for not just practice, but for your day today. Set yourself up right for success, what you want to see. Allowing yourself to think big here. It all starts in your thoughts, bringing awareness to those thoughts, changing them if they need to be changed. Just bring them in alignment with what you imagine your best self as. And then start to open the eyes, On an inhale, reach the arms out wide and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, pull the chest open, pull the elbows down towards the hips. Inhale to reach back. And again, exhale, cactus the arms open, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart, bring your arms down by your sides. We'll just roll the shoulders out, shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Inhaling as you lift up. Always get to work into the scapulas. You're circling, responsible for retraction, protraction, and start to roll it the other way. Also elevation and depression of the shoulder blades, working for the full range so we can maximize the amount of the body involved. As we do our pushing movements, we'll come back down onto hands and knees. From here, tuck your toes, lift the knees, chin to chest as you roll back into downward facing dog. Then give yourself a little minute here, pedal out the legs and the feet. Firm your grip into the floor, press, engage through the index knuckles of the shoulders, press up towards the ears. Tailbone high to the sky, but let the heels be heavy. Notice sometimes there's a tendency to want to let the chest really cave in towards the legs, but vacuum the heart up and in. Engage through your core, your torso. Breathe. Look forward up to the hands. Inhale, lift up onto the toes, bend your knees. Exhale, let's step to the top of the space. Keep the arms as long as you can, pressing straight down. Bring the toes between the thumbs, and then relax in your fold. Find a little bend in the knees, head, crown of the head heavy. And here you can find hands to stay on the floor, shins if you want more support, clasp opposite forearms, a little bit more weight. You can also use this time to find just some gentle movement, a little ballistic stretching, swaying, bobbing up and down, forward and back. Just letting the low back release, really using gravity mostly, but these tiny little movements too are really great, especially to just start warming into the body. And start to relax your hands down to the floor, find a deep bend in the knees, chin on your chest, weight in your heels, start to curl up to stand one vertebra at a time, pull the belly in, pull by the back of the neck, crown of the head, last thing to rise. Inhale, reach your arms up high, and exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Feet can be hip width apart here or together. It's your choice what feels best for you today. You can let it change as you move throughout your practice. On an inhale, reach up to the sky. Engage the glutes if you want to find a little back bend. As you exhale, hands to heart, fold forward over the legs. On an inhale, lift up halfway. Maybe this first time, hands to shins, tented fingers, reach the heart forward. Keep your gaze to the floor. Exhale as you fold it back in. Let's plant the hands, step the left foot back, and then the right foot back. High plank. Shoulders should be directly over the wrists, one long line. Hug forearms towards one another. Pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs together. And hold, breathe for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This first time, lower the knees. Pull the belly back up and in. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, pull the elbows back, chin to touch the floor. On an inhale, cobra, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades back together. Exhale, fold it back down. Get into the shoulders, tent the fingers outside the mat, point the elbows high. Inhale, lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down as you gaze towards the left. Inhale, come back up center, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, dip your left shoulder, head to the floor. It might touch the floor, it doesn't have to. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, right shoulder dips. Just depends on how mobile, open you are through the shoulders at this point in the practice. Inhale, come back up through center. And exhale, dip the left shoulder, head towards the floor. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, roll everything down, nice and easy. And then we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders. just as a starting place, but then slide them back so they're right underneath the wrists. Hug your elbows into your sides. Push the floor slightly forward, tuck the toes from the knees this first time. Inhale, push up. Pull the belly in around the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's really important that you keep your core engaged. A lot of the times we want to rush to push up from the toes, but if the hips are sagging down and not in uniform and alignment, core activated, then just lower the knees. Start to look long up to the hands. On an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step it, or you can give a light hop up to the top of your space. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Exhale as you fold it in. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, upward salute, reach high, squeeze the glutes if you want to find that back bend. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full plant your hands, step your right foot, then your left foot back into a high plank. Again here, press right into the inner edges of the hands. Forearms hugging towards one another. Drag the belly up and in. You can even lower the knees here as well. If you ever notice that your hips are coming down a little bit lower, you want to fight that drag. Everything up and in. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Could be from the toes or knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull the chest up, pull the shoulders down and back. Exhale, down dog. Push down into the floor as you roll the spine back. Letting it wave back, flow back. And take a moment, find center. We'll move through one more variation of Surya Namaskar, a sun salutation. Look long up to the hands. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop, or float forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, upward salute, roll it high, long, tall. Exhale, bring thumbs to sternum. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold. It forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hand. Step it back into a high plank or hop it back straight into your low plank. Inhale through your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Chin to chest, roll back. And find your breath. You've made it here. Your downward facing dog. Heels heavy, shoulders up to ears. Nice work. Inhale, reach the right heel high. Then bend your knee and stack the right hip on top of the left. Hug the right shoulder pit back down to the floor. On an inhale, lift up higher onto the left toes. Exhale, knee to forehead, curl the knee in and push to the floor. Then step the right foot between the hands. Might need a tent on the fingers. Lower the knee. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands to heart. As we intertwine the fingers, let them slide on top of the right quad. So here, hips might be pushed forward with the knee. Tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in. Hug the left hip forward, pull the right hip back, but keep an active push. So we're finding a little push-pull within ourselves. Hug the back knee towards the front of the mat. Your right heel towards the back of the mat. You can find just a gentle little sway. This is nice to help open even more into your psoas, front of the hip. Connects our lower body to our upper body. Let's find some stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up. Tall spine. Exhale, cactus the arms. You can press the hips forward and down. Squeeze the glutes though. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands down to the floor. We're going to roll back into half splits. Right leg long, right toes high. Feeling tight in the hamstring. Can always keep a little bend in the right knee. Try to press the right heel down into the floor, flex your toes, chin into the chest. Breathe here. Letting each exhale soften the right rib cage down to your right thigh. Take one more deep breath. And start to rebend into the right knee. On an inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And we're going to roll the hips back, grow the legs long for our extended pyramid pose. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Settle in. Right toes might still stay on the floor. They might flex up. It's a little bit more activity through the hamstring. You can find this little rock side to side if that feels good. Just another way to open hamstrings and hips. Letting the upper body drape over the right leg. Start to rebend the right knee. Now heart forward as you land the left knee down. Inhale the arms high. We'll do a little back and forth with these two. Exhale, hands down. Try to bring right ribs to right thigh as you roll back your extended pyramid. Settle in. Let the exhale soften the heart back towards the legs. Start to rebend the right knee again. Lean the heart forward, lower the left knee. Inhale the arms high. Last time, exhale, hands down. We'll roll back into pyramid. This time, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the right knee, lower the left. Inhale the arms high. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, step back, high plank. Hold high plank here for 5, 4, drag the belly up and in, 3, 2, 1. On an inhale, lean the shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower and hold. Pull the belly up and in, hug the elbows in towards one another. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, push up. Then lower the knees, lower the forearms down. On an inhale, forward into your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Just another way to move through vinyasa, sun salutation. As you notice, it's maybe a little more intense or unfamiliar. Remember the mindset of we're here to build strength, build power. Inhale, reach the left heel high, bend your knee and stack your hip. Hug the left shoulder back down, square off the shoulders. Inhale, lift up higher on the right toes. Exhale, left knee to chest and forehead. Roll the shoulders forward as you step the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands down on top of the left thigh. The hips are forward, tuck the tailbone, back into place into neutral. Hug the right hip forward. You can start to find this little forward and back rocket that feels good. Keep drawing the navel in. Use the breath here. Stay calm. Use the gaze to stay focused. Come back to stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Pull the chest open. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. We'll come into our half. Splits left leg, left toes high. Upper body might be up high to start. Just let each exhale start to lower the upper body down. Trying to find that connection, left ribs, left thigh, right hip, subtly hugging back in space. One more deep breath. Start to rebend the left knee. On an inhale, reach the arms up high. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Pyramid, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, pull the hips back in space as you extend the legs. Left toes might be down or up. And you're using the hands here. If you have blocks, great. If not, maybe tented fingers to help keep so much of the weight. You get to regulate how much weight is being pulled down, upper body. The less you have in the hands, the more it falls to the upper body to be heavy. You can find that little side to side move too if you found that on the other side. Good. Look long, start to bend the left knee, lower the right down. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, we'll roll it back, pyramid. Again, try to roll, think of it as a spinal roll. Hips to thigh, then wave it back. Stay for a breath, settle. And then as we rebend the knee, we find the long spine, reach the chest forward as we lower the right knee. Inhale, the arms high. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward. Exhale, hands out. Maybe even not even using hands as you roll it back into your pyramid. Something to maybe look to over time. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, rebend the left knee, lower the right. One last inhale, arms up high, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, hands down to the floor. On an inhale, step back. High plank, feet together. Hold it here. Drag the belly up and in. Hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold the chaturanga. Hold it for 5. Pull the belly up and in. 4, 3. You can even lower the knees. 2, 1. 5 push-ups. Exhales, you push up. Inhales, you lower. That's 1. Up for 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. That's 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. That's 5. Lower the knees. Lower the forearms, hips back. Roller coaster the shoulders over the forearms and hands as you inhale. Up into a cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. That was a lot, I know. A lot of pushing, strength. Don't worry if you weren't able to do all 5. Lower to the knees when you need. It's a really, really great tip. I can't recommend it highly enough when you're trying to find the alignment first in your core, getting the strength, getting the good form. Over time you lift the knees and then it's a lot. You'll feel the control, the strength that you have built. It's from building good form, good habits. Look up to the hands. On an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step up or float it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, upward salute, reach it high. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice. We're going to move through a few rounds of circular chair. This just feels really nice on the spine. Bring the feet together or hip width, what feels better today. Inhale, reach the arms up. Further apart, more stable. Exhale, sit the hips down. Chair pose, bring the hands to heart. Tuck the chin into the chest, curl the tailbone, start to ragdoll your way up on an inhale, arms high. Squeeze into the glutes. Exhale, lengthen back into chair. Hands to heart. Inhale as you roll it up. Send the arms high. Exhale. Chair pose, hands land at heart, extended spine. Tuck the tailbone, curl. One last inhale as you reach up. Then exhale, we'll fold everything forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, full plant the hands, step it, or high plank, or shoot back right into low chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sending the outer thighs up and away. The inner thighs hugging back. Heels heavy. Good. We'll move again through a variation of our flow, adding on. Inhale, reach the right heel high. And exhale, knee to forehead, curl in as you step. The right toes between the thumb, lower the left knee. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Curl the spine, roll back right into your pyramid. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the spine, heart to toes. Exhale, fold, rebend the knee, lower the left. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, hands down. Maybe playing with no hands as you bring it back into pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the knee, lower the left. Inhale, the arms high. And last time, exhale back into pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bend the right knee. This time, keep the left knee lifted. Tent the fingers, reach the heart forward. Draw the navel up off the thigh. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Hips sat low. Right knee striking forward, left heel back. Long energy. Reach out of the fingers. Keep your gaze somewhere out in front of you. Breathe. Take 2 more deep breaths, allowing feel what you need to feel. Bring the hands down to heart center. Start to lean the heart forward. Deep bend in the right knee as you lift. Float the left toes from the floor. Keep that bend in the right knee here. Just a variation of Warrior 3. The deep bend. Use this to lift the heart, lift the chest. Hollow out through the belly. Take 1 more deep breath. Start to reach the left toes lightly, silently back behind you. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, the arms high. Then exhale, thumbs to the back of the neck. Hands together. Inhale, reach up and back, little back bend. Exhale, hands down around the right foot. Big move now. Inhale, right knee lifts up into the chest as you kick up and back. 3-legged dog, open and stack. The right hip on the left. Start to tent onto your right fingertips. Gain a little more space. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, lower the right palm, lower the right toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you're feeling upset that we didn't do a round of push-ups right there, don't worry. We'll definitely hit it again. If not once, twice. Inhale, reach the left heel high. Exhale, knee to your forehead. Curl in, dome the upper back before stepping through, then lower the right knee. Inhale, the arms up high. We'll take 1 exhale, cactus of the arms. Press the heart forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, pyramid. Connect ribs, thigh as you roll the hips back, roll along the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Pull the tailbone back. Exhale, fold, rebend the left knee, lower the right. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, spinal roll it back into pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the knee, lower the right down. Inhale, the arms high. You're doing so great. Exhale, hands down. Roll it back, pyramid. Give the spine some love as you roll it back. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the left knee, lower the right. Inhale, the arms high. Last time like this. Exhale, pyramid. Pull the belly up and in, hips back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Start to tent the fingers. Pull the belly up. Lengthen the crown of the head. Inhale, high crescent. Starting from a strong position, hips square, sat low. The right hip gently tug forward. The left slightly back, just coming into squareness. Reach out of the shoulders. Feel the expansiveness here. Feel the energy lifting out of the belly, out of the shoulders, out of the hands. Just holding on to your power here for 2 more deep breaths. Hands to heart center. Lean the chest forward. Lift up on the right toes. As much ease as possible. Lift the right leg. Point the right toes. So you might start in a little folded over position. Lift the heart. Flatten out the spine. But keep the bend in the left knee for now. Reach through the crown. Press through the left big toe. 1 more deep breath. Bending more to the left knee, hydraulic down, the right toes land, the right knee lands. Inhale the arms up high. And exhale, hands, thumbs to the back of the neck. Inhale, reach up and back, squeeze the glutes. As you lift, exhale, hands come back to the floor. Inhale, left knee to chest as you kick up 3. Legged dog, open and stack your hip. Wrap the right tricep like you're tightening the lid of a jar. Tense onto your left fingertips. Stay for 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Left palm lowers, melts down. Left toes land. Downward facing dog. Did we say something about push-ups earlier? Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Just brace yourself. First, hold high plank. Push it down. Round through the back, keep the gaze just right over the edge of the mat. Heels right over the toes. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Hold. Pull the belly in. Pull everything in to the middle of the mat and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 push-ups. Exhale up for 1. Inhale lower. Exhale up for 2. Inhale lower. Exhale up 3. Inhale lower. Exhale up 4. Inhale, lower, exhale up 5. Lower the knees, lower the forearms. Roller coaster, shoulders forward. Inhale. To your upward facing. Exhale. Roll it back. Downward facing dog. Whew, holy cow. That's a lot of work. Again, it's not about doing every single rep, being able to do it perfectly. Just a little bit of that push, putting yourself in those moments of uncomfortability, and it's directly be translated here. It's what makes you stronger. Same for any other part of life. Finding that edge, that thing that pushes you maybe to failure or almost there. You come back, you're stronger next time. All right, look up towards the hands. On an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, travel forward. Land softly. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Bend the knees, chin and chest, ragdoll your way up to stand. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice work so far. Take a second, just close the eyes, check in, come back to center. Tall through the spine, crown tall, reconnect with your breath if you lost it. Especially after those push-ups, breathe. Maybe centering back on your intention. Just building awareness, what's been coming up for you. It's like, why did I take this class? I didn't know there was going to be push-ups. Embrace the challenge. It's making you better. On an inhale, reach your arms up high. Squeeze the glutes to press the hips slightly forward. Then exhale, fold, draw the belly back up and in. As you fold, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale. We're gonna give you a moment to play around in crow pose. We're pretty warm for it. If you're gonna play in some crow, if you know it, go ahead. I really suggest a lot of the times, you'll see, starting from this position, I really recommend you start with your hips as high as you can. This is gonna help make you lighter feel lighter in the posture. Try to square up, hands with shoulders. Come up onto the toes. Then as you draw your knees towards the triceps or onto the elbows, bend. Your hips are already pretty high here, so you might be able to float one or both feet already. Again, keep the squareness, hug the elbows, forearms towards one another. Grip into your thumb and forefinger, pull the belly up and in, hug your inner thighs together. Woo. Hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down into just a little squat here. Take a second, roll out the wrists. We'll do one more. Hold, and we'll aim for 15 seconds. I don't think you have to do it all or even come close, but all you need to do is just give it your best. If you're familiar, you can start from here. I like to start here with a little bit of higher hips. Let the knees pull forward into it as you bend the elbows, that square shape, elbows and knees. Keeping the shoulders high, not letting the shoulders come down, but pulling the chest forward, lifting the heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back into your squat. Take a few breaths, roll out the wrists. Here's actually a fun little wrist opening drill. From our squatted position, start to lift the hips, bring the hands, the wrist creases, just right at the back of the knees, then sit back into your squat. Open the fingers wide, close into a fist, and find this rapid movement. Big, open, expansive, and close. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's come back into downward facing dog. The last little flow we'll go through, last iteration of our flow, be the most complete of it all. Pretty warm for it. We've built a lot of the pathways already. Stay with it, stick with it. Inhale, reach the right heel high. Exhale, knee your forehead as you step the foot between the hands, lower the left knee. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, the hands down. Roll it back into pier. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the right knee right into high crescent. Inhale. Sit the hips low. Hands to heart center, lean the chest out. Warrior 3 variation. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, straighten out the right leg a little bit more. Draw the belly in, lift the heart. Rebend the right knee, reach the left toes to the back of the mat. You can lower the left knee or option, keep it lifted as you inhale, high crescent. Exhale, thumbs to the back of the neck, just a little bend in the back knee. Inhale, reach up and back in space, open the hips, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, kick up and back, 3-legged dog, open, stack your hip. Tent the right fingers, lift the right toes. Land behind you, tilt the left hip up to the sky. Expand through the chest, the heart. Take one more deep breath. We'll spin it right back into our downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. 5 push-ups here, let's go. For 1. Exhale up for 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the knees, lower the forearms. Inhale, pull forward, upward facing. Exhale, roll it back, downward facing dog. Strong. Right away, second side. Inhale the left heel high. Exhale, knee to forehead. It's power. Lower the right knee. Inhale the arms up. Feel the power. Exhale, fold and roll. into pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, rebend the left knee. Inhale, high. Crescent lunge. Take a second. Hands to heart center. Lean the heart out. Lift the right toes. Press through the left big toe. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, extend into the left leg even more. Reach through the right toes even more. Reach through the heart even more. Start to rebend the left knee, reach the right toes back. You can always lower the right knee or inhale the arms high. Exhale, slight bend through the back knee, thumbs to the back of the neck. Inhale, reach up and back, big expansion. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, left knee, just heel up and back, open and stack. Tent the left fingers, start to look at the left toes landing. Just a subtle shift. All of a sudden, right hip is up, just on one arm, free, open, powerful. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left palm finds the floor, left hip up and over, toes in line. Downward facing dog. Last little challenge here. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Give it everything you got. 10 push-ups, let's go. For 1, exhale 2, for 3, 4, elbows right above the wrist, 5, for 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Lower the knees, lower the forearms. Inhale, pull forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale, roll it back. Downward facing dog, lower the knees. Child's pose. Let everything settle. Let's bring the hands back towards the knees, sit tall up into a kneeling seat. And start to walk the hands behind you, tented fingers. It's a nice way to open the chest. Just got a lot of engagement through it. Pull the shoulders back, bridge the hips, squeezing the glutes. Feel your front hips open, shoulder from body open. Lower the hips back, kneeling seat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, clasp your hands back behind you. Inhale, draw the knuckles down and back, lengthen the heart up. Did a lot of work today, a lot on the shoulders. Some back bending, a lot of engagement into the legs, the hips, essentially the whole body. Release. Take just a moment here and a little pause. Maybe close the eyes. Just a little meditative. Taking all this in, allowing it to process. And it's here in the times of rest, surrender, that we can start to let these efforts integrate into our being. Gotta have the balance between the effort, take this time for ease. Sometimes be the more challenging part. Just finding stillness, finding quiet. Staying free of distraction. Let's come into hero pose. Knees slightly knocked towards one another, heels slightly apart. And stay right here. If you have some blocks, maybe some blocks by your sides. But you have the opening. Start to walk the hands back. Might lower to the forearms. Could lower all the way to the back if you feel good there. Just staying for 5 deep breaths. yourself to meditate too on just this pose right here. Just the name, hero pose. Maybe thinking, what does that mean to you? What does being a hero to you look like and mean in your life, in our times? Open yourself to your power. To have a lot of it, it's a lot easier to shy away from it than to accept it. So, accept it. And then make your way up lightly back to kneeling. We'll come right into a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your right arm out wide to the right. Bend your left knee. Roll onto your right side. Just taking a second to open a little more through the shoulders. Especially if you're not used to all that contraction of the push-up motion. This is a really great place to be and help balance things out. Come back through center, reach your left arm wide, bend the right knee, roll onto your left side. Come back in through center. Tuck the toes just from the knees, inhale, push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach the right leg high. Step the right foot outside of the right hands. Lower the left knee down. Start to walk your hands forward out in front of you. Then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, take an inhale. Exhale, lower the knee, maybe walk the hands further forward. Press your right big toe down. Try not to let the knee open. Splay out to the right. For now, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And lower, maybe walk the hands further forward. Maybe start to lower onto your forearms here. Or just like we had before, maybe widen the hands. Maybe your chest can touch the floor. Obviously, I don't have that flexibility here, but if that is within your range, take that there. One more deep breath. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Ready for the other side. You can even walk the left hand more to the middle of the mat as you inhale the left leg high. And exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand, lower the back knee. Start to walk the hands forward. Sorry about that. Walk the hands forward. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, find some more expansion. And lower the back knee, walk the hands further forward. Keep the left big toe plugged down to the floor last time. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And exhale, lower the knee. Hands might stay forward. You can walk them back a little bit more if that feels better for you. Or if you can bring your chest down to the floor, widen the hands, arms out wide. Go there. Use this time too as an awareness of where you're at. I have tighter hips, so I'm up higher here. If you have more flexible hips, get into the range that's comfortable for you here. We're just looking for sensation, not looking to overdo it. Just bringing some space in through the hips. Help you walk about your day a little bit more freely, openly. Take one more deep breath. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Step back, downward facing dog. And we'll just come into a seat. Wide legs, wide feet. Tall through the chest. Take a Inhale and exhale. Lean your chest forward. Try to keep length through the spine. I'll show this way too. Try to reach the chest forward. If that means you're all the way up here, that's fine. But try not to let the background, try not to let the tailbone curl. Even use the floor to pull length into the back of the body. Pull the chest forward first. Stay on the hands. Or if you can, lower onto the forearms. Give it just a little bit more, leading the chest out. And then you can start to fold and round a little bit more. Maybe bring the hands on the forehead on the hands. You can reach the hands more forward if you have that flexibility. Just listen to your body. Not overdoing it here. Two more deep breaths. And release. The legs together. Lower all the way flat onto the back. Bring the right knee into the chest. Find a little sway side to side. And then we'll come into a twist, right knee over to the left. Pin the right knee down. It's fine if the right shoulder's floating off the floor to start. But you want to have an anchor point, and that's going to be our hips. Allow each exhale to soften the right arm, the right shoulder, right side of the body. On an inhale, bring the right knee back up center. We'll switch left knee in, right leg. Points long. Find this little sway side to side. And right hand takes the knee over to the right. Let the knee be pinned to the floor. Maybe the shoulders a little extra off the floor than you're used to. Be patient here though. Flexibility it's a different game. It takes a different mindset to approach it. It's not like vinyasa. It's not like our power, our effort that we just went through. It's really about relinquishing control. Allowing the exhales bring you just a little bit closer. And to know it's just a little bit at a time. Inhale, bring the knee back up center, hug both knees in. Happy baby. Rock side to side, pull the knees down. Last little movement here. Then bring the knees in the chest, wrap your arms around the shins. Pull yourself in, big squeeze. Release out, feet to the corners of the mat, arms wide, palms up to the sky. Close your eyes. We'll take about 2 minutes here. Peace and rest. Allow yourself just to be. Just enjoy. I'll wake you out of this gently soon.
resting. Just with the eyes closed still, take a moment to acknowledge your efforts. Acknowledge that you did your best today. That's all that really matters. Find a little wiggle in the fingers and the toes, wrists and ankles, as you're ready to bring physical body back into wakefulness. A little rock of the head side to side. And then bring your knees into your chest, rock onto your left or right side, fetal pose, and take just another little pause here to just embrace everything that happened on your mat. Know it's exactly what needed to happen. It's the practice that was needed. Let it serve you and your being. As you squeeze, hold yourself here. Just remember that you are enough just as you are to start to do whatever it is that you're wanting or need to. You are enough. And then make your way up into a comfortable, easy seat. As you do, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. Thank you for practicing today. From my heart to yours, I bow. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.